On today's episode, we're going to be talking about is creating visibility for yourself as a new entrepreneur, because it's very important to understand your visibility is your responsibility, because no one is going to make your brand, your business become visible to the eye of the people, the eye of the consumers, or what have you. It's up to you to put that groundwork in so you can be able to become visible to the people that you are trying to target. Because if you're trying to create a business, build a brand, it's very important that you be able to get streams of revenue coming in. People that really believe in your brand, people that see your brand as something that they can benefit within their life, or adding it to their life and benefit from it and what have you. So it's very important for you to become visible, not just as a brand or a business, but become visible as an entrepreneur, because it's all up to you. So other than that, guys, man, make sure y'all tap into the official episode number 50 of season number 3. Yep. And grand rising to all my investors and stuff out there, man. Thank y'all for tapping in to another Invest Brand Pie show for this Monday. We are officially back. We was off for a week, man. Gearing up for this officially season number 3, episode 50 for today. Like I said, today topic that we're going to be talking about is creating visibility for yourself as a new entrepreneur. But before we jump into the topic, man, you know what time it is. If you are listening to this playback on our YouTube channel, make sure you hit that subscribe button, hit that like button, and also hit that notification bell so you can be notified when a new show drop. And if you are listening to this show on our Spotify channel, make sure that you hit the follow button so you can be notified when a new episode drop. And also, guys, very exciting to announce this if you haven't seen it already, but we got the new Investor of Self shirts out. So you got to go to the investbrand.com. You got to make your way over to investbrand.com. It's still not the official site. It's our landing page, but we got the Investor of Self shirts for you guys. So sign up, spin the wheel, get a discount, and you can use it on the shirt, guys. That's what's very important about it, because the Investor itself is you are making a personal commitment to yourself to invest in your personal growth, your development, and your well-being. And that's what Investor itself is, man. You making a personal commitment, because it's just not a shirt, guys. It is a personal commitment to investing in your personal growth, your development, and your well-being. So this is what it's all about, being an investor. When I call y'all my investors of self, that's y'all investing in yourself, investing in your well-being, your person. You're making a personal commitment to yourself. And that's why being an investor of self is very important to me. And I take that seriously, because we all should be investors of ourselves and what have you, becoming the best version of ourselves and what have you. So make your way over to investbrand.com right now and spin that wheel, get your discount. It's very important, man. Become an investor of yourself and what have you, guys. But once again, man, this is officially season number 3, episode 50. So y'all know what it is, man. I'm gonna take a quick commercial break, and I'm gonna come back with that segment we call Quote Me on That. And quote me on that. I'm gonna read you a quote, and then I'm gonna explain to you what the quote means. But other than that, guys, man, make sure y'all tap back in to the Invest Brand Pie show. Yep. Welcome back to the Invest Brand Pie show. Thank y'all for tapping back in with me. Like I said, today is officially episode number 50, season number 3. Thank y'all for tapping back in with us and what have you. Like I said, today's topic we're going to be talking about is creating visibility for yourself as a new entrepreneur. But before we jump into the topic today, guys, you know what time it is. That segment we call Quote Me on That, where I read you a quote and I explain to you what the quote means. So for all my entrepreneurs out there, people betting on themselves, people believing themselves, chasing their goals, their dreams, and what have you, today quote is for y'all. So today quote is, it's not an option to be defeated. So let me read that one more time, just in case you didn't understand what the quote said, what it means, what have you. But today quote is, it's not an option to be defeated. So short and sweet, man. Short and sweet quote. Straight to the point. Is never should you never should give yourself that option to be defeated and what have you. Yes, you may feel beat down. You may feel stress. You may feel the pain of the grind and the hustle as an entrepreneur. But what's the most important thing is not allow yourself to become defeated whatsoever. Because once you become defeated, then you are a step closer to just giving up and what have you, right? To some people, defeat is giving up. You just throw the towel in and what have you, but you never give yourself that option. Never give yourself that option. Never use the words "I can't," because at the end of the day, you can do whatever you want to when you put your mind to it. So never create that type of defeated mindset within yourself and what have you. Never use defeat as an option. Always regroup, re-strategize, and come back and hit it hard and what have you. That's how many entrepreneurs that you see are successful. They have stories to where they had to go through the grind. They had to take losses and what have you. But one thing they never did was become defeated because they kept going. They knew where they needed to get to change the circumstances of their family, to make a better situation for people around them and what have you. So it's very important to understand that never have defeat as an option and what have you. But that is the segment for today. We call Quote Me on That and what have you. So we're going to jump into the topic for you guys today. Like I said, today topic that we're going to be talking about is creating visibility for yourself as a new entrepreneur. And what you have to understand is your visibility is your responsibility. Let me say that again. Your visibility is your responsibility, because no one is going to take that responsibility on for you to make sure you become visible and what have you. It's all up to you. It's all up to the work that you put in to become visible to the people that you're trying to market to, you're trying to target and what have you. Because at the end of the day, yes, you may create a brand that may be an awesome idea. You might have that idea that it's going to be a home run and what have you, but no one knows about it until you become visible to the people that you're trying to market to and what have you. And that's why it's so important as a new entrepreneur that you make sure you have some type of strategy put in play. That's why it's so important that you do things that's going to help you be able to become visible rather than not become visible and what have you. But it takes being consistent, disciplined, and continue to do what it takes to get yourself to that level where you become recognizable to the people and what have you. So I got a couple things on my list that may help you become visible, things that you can do that can help you become visible to people out there, people you trying to market to and what have you, right? Even though if you're an entrepreneur or you haven't started yet in the field of entrepreneur, you thinking about becoming an entrepreneur, you just putting together your plan, your action, your strategy and what have you, your blueprint, whatever you're doing as of right now. These could be some things that you can write down, be some things that you can keep. So when you get started, you'll have something there to begin with and what have you. So the first thing on my list that I have is you want to create a strong online presence, but I'm gonna put in there, you want to create a strong, authentic online presence, because you don't want to start off not being authentic. You don't want to start out being fake and what have you. Then you try to switch over to being authentic. It doesn't work like that, because how you start is how you're going to finish. You want to create an online presence to the point where you want to have a website that draws people attention. When they get on there, they just don't exit right away after being on there. You want to create a website that's very simple, straight to the point, but at the same time, it captures people attention and what have you, right? So it's very important to do that, because when you have a website that's very dope and it captures people attention, it keeps people there longer than 3 seconds, then you have a strong chance of someone buying something for you, or if they just save it in their cart, or they looking through it and they thinking about coming back and buying from you and what have you. But that there alone help build visibility towards whatever you're doing as an entrepreneur, towards your brand and what have you, because people going to talk about the site, your site, and what have you, right? And it's all about, man, how you start off on social media. You want to come with an authentic presence because people want something that's real. Because at the end of the day, people don't is tired of fake gurus. People tired of people faking it. They want somebody that's real, that's gonna be able to help them. They feel like they can benefit from and what have you. Someone that's trustworthy and what have you. So that's why it's up to you to be able to fill in the holes that people as consumers feel like they don't have right now and what have you. So that's why you want to make sure that you are creating engaging content and what have you, right? You want to be able to engage with the people that's trying to communicate with you, right? Because people to like the idea where they can reach out to a brand owner, a business owner, and they can have an engagement with them back and forth because it feel like, okay, they really taking the time out to hear me out, to really try to help me. And that goes a long way with people, you know what I'm saying? So if you start out and you starting off right and you building that strong present, authentic presence online, people going to gravitate towards that. People going to talk about you. People going to be like, hey, I know an entrepreneur that just started and the products that they have is very legit. But it's not just the products. The person itself behind the brand is very authentic, very legit. You can reach out to them. They engage with you and what have you. So it's very important to understand that, man. And especially if you are reaching out and you are to a certain target audience, because that's how it is as an entrepreneur. You want to find that right target audience that you're trying to target, and you be able to capture them and what have you. That's going to help you build an online presence because word of mouth is everything, especially as entrepreneur. When you have people talking about what type of entrepreneur you are, the product, your brand, it brings people towards your site and what have you, because people like something that they buy and they feel like they bought something of value, and right, or they invest in their time in something of value and what have you. So that's very important to understand that. So number two is you want to offer valuable content, and that's very important, right? You want to be able to create content that's going to be relevant to the audience you trying to target, right? Or the community of people that you have that's within your brand and what have you, right? Content is everything. You don't want to create time wasting content that's not going to bring visibility to yourself, or to your business, to your brand and what have you. It's going to be a waste of time. So you want to make sure your content is something of that people want to engage in. It's something that's, it feels authentic. It don't feel rushed. It don't feel like it's the same old content that 30 other brand owners done put out online and what have you, right? That takes the time of where you want to, you might want to create content that gives you a backstory of your brand, of your business, what have you, because people like that. People like to see videos. They like to see behind the scenes. They like to see different things that make them feel like, okay, I'm part of this, especially if it's engaging content that you are creating where, someone respond to your content and you engage with them, because people want to feel like, okay, I'm not being ignored, right? I know if I respond to this person ad or respond to them in a DM, they're going to hit me back, right? They're going to be able to answer my question, help me in a way and what have you. So that's why it's so important that you are creating valuable content. If you want to create content where, like I said, far as video content, you want to create content of quotes and what have you, you have to make it in a way where people want to engage in that content and what have you. Or if you want to create a podcast for yourself to let people understand what you are as an entrepreneur, you giving them a side to where they feel like they can get engaged with you, especially a podcast, open that door up to let people in to your life, to what you have to talk about, where you can, you do lives where people commenting right there, where you can comment back to them and talk to them. And people like that, man. People like engaging content. People like content that they can engage in, that feel like they um, can really hone in, that they can benefit from. And that gives you a lot of visibility, because when anytime somebody see your content on their timeline, they're gonna stop strolling, because they like, okay, I like this person, I follow them. Every time they create content, um, it's always engaging content. Anytime I see it, it makes me want to engage, make me feel better, make me want to respond, make me want to go buy something from them, even though I may not need it, but I'm just gonna buy it anyway, because I know when I support this company, it's very authentic. When I support this company, I know it's something that's real. I know it's of a good person that, that's always producing something that's been beneficial towards me and what have you. So you want to make sure you offering valuable content to people, because people, that's going to help gain visit, especially when you're on social media. Your content is going to your content is currency, right? Your creativity is currency, right? So if you are a creative person, you should be able to tap into the platform of any social media platform that's out there, and be able to create engaging content, right? Especially if that's your strong suit. You shouldn't have a problem doing that. And if you can create engaging content, you're going to win all day long, because people are strolling up and down a timeline looking for something that they can engage in, something they can look at, or looking for something that they can buy and what have you. So it's very important for you to be able to create that content that's going to be very valuable to the people that you are trying to target and what have you. So it's very important to understand that, guys. Very important to understand that. Number two is, you want to get out here and you want to network. And that's another good way of becoming visible to the people that you are trying to target, right? Getting out here and network with other entrepreneurs, getting out here in social events and networking, and getting your brand, getting your business visible out there. If that's you wearing some of your gear, and where people can see it and what have you. Because if you are creating designs that start conversations, and once you wear that out and it's starting conversations with people, you got a winner, right? You get out here and network, right? Get in front of the right people that's going to point you in the right direction, right? To help you become visible, right? Because you got to understand, you got people out here that's very successful as being an entrepreneur that can help you, right? Get you to into the right track. But at the end of the day, it's still your responsibility to put in the work to become visible as an entrepreneur, because your visibility is your responsibility and nobody else. Yes, they can help you, give you pointers, give you tips, give you advice, or point you in the direction where you need to go. But it's up to you to capitalize and execute on whatever information and knowledge that they are applying to you and what have you as an entrepreneur, right? And trust me, as a new entrepreneur, yes, it's going to be days where it's going to be hard, but at the same time, you never know who's watching your brand. You have some people may watch you before they even go to your site, just to see, if this is something that they really want to buy into, or something that a community that they really want to join, right? But it's up to you to be able to get out there and network, go to events. They got social events for entrepreneurs. You can join different groups within social media and what have you, right? So it's things that you can do to help get your visibility up, so you can be able to gain customers, right? Customers that potentially grow into reoccurring customers and what have you. Reoccurring customers bringing in new customers towards you, right? Now your visibility, because understand one thing, once you get yourself out there, and this is on my list too, but I'm gonna wait till I get to it. But matter of fact, we're just gonna go. That's number one. Number two, networking was number three. So number four is community. So we're gonna tie that in, networking and community. We're just gonna segue into number four is community, because now I'm talking about community. This is where your community comes to play in. Building you a strong community of people because once you bring build a strong community of people, they're going to help you become visible to the people you're trying to target even faster, because word of mouth is everything. You got a community of people, they're going to sell your brand for you, basically, because you have reoccurring people that's within that your community, or most of the time reoccurring customers who want to tune in each and every week to see what's new going on within your brand, because they feel like they part of something, they part of a family, that their words are being heard, right? That their opinions are being factored in and what have you, right? So that's why it's so important to build you a strong community of people, because that definitely will help you become visible faster, because people out here talking about your brand, or people, especially like I said, you have that piece, the design piece. Now people within your community, when they wear your stuff out, and then starting conversations, and people like, man, that's nice. Where you get this at? And now people are bringing more people to your site. Well, I got it from this site, investbrand.com. Very good quality. I bought a couple stuff. See, your community of people going to break it down from like, hey, I bought a couple pieces from them. Their product quality is 100%. It's on time. It's trustworthy. The owner behind this brand is very engaging. If you have any questions, they respond back to you really quick, and they are very helpful. And definitely, I'm inside the community that they have, and it's a popping community. It's a community of people that's very engaging. People give great ideas. Other entrepreneurs, up and coming entrepreneurs. So your people within your community is going to be your mouthpiece for your business. It's going to help you gain visibility quicker, right? So that's why it's so very important, man, to understand, as an entrepreneur, community is a very important thing, to have a strong community. And I know when you start as a new entrepreneur, it's going to be hard to bring new people within your community, but it can happen. Especially when you are, like I said, let's go back to number one. My number one thing on the list is building a strong, authentic online presence where people draw into that, right? People know when you being authentic, they can feel it. So that's going to help you bring people within your community even quicker, when they feel like, I can relate to this person, right? Every design that they have, I can relate to it. It's speaking to me, right? So I can relate to this person. So that's going to help you build online community even faster. So that's number four on my list. And number 5 is, you want to create an offer that people can't refuse. And that's very important. If you have already made your product and what have you, and you have something that's ready to go, you have to create an offer that a person can't refuse. People can't refuse at all, especially it's towards the people you're trying to target, right? Your avatar that you have created. Now you got yourself pointing in the right direction. Now it's time to market your brand and what have you, right? You have to create, if you create something of an offer that is hard to refuse and what have you, that's going to gain visibility quick, because like I said, when people see your ads, let's just say number 5, we're gonna say creating ads, right? We're gonna create ads. That's offers that people can't refuse. That's what we're gonna say. Number 5, we're gonna say is creating ads. You want to create strong ads, because your ads is gonna definitely give you visibility. Because if you create ads that are offers that people cannot refuse, you're gonna win all day long, because that's gonna drive traffic to your website. Then when people come to your website, guess what's gonna happen? If you have a strong pop-up, people going to sign up and be part of your emailing list. So those become subscribers where you can continue to tap into and let them know all the things that's going on within your business, right? And that's going to help give you visibility. Creating strong ads definitely going to create visibility for yourself, right? because when I'm pretty sure you see brands out here that on your timeline that you may bought from a couple times already, right? A couple things, right? What attracted you to them was the strong ad that they have. It was an offer that you couldn't refuse. It's something that you couldn't pass up, right? It's something that you like, man, if I don't get it now, then this might not be available in a couple days, because you recognize how strong of an ad it is, and you see the quality of product that is within this ad. So you're like, you know what? I need to get this now, right? And maybe let me share this with three, four other people within my family or my friends or on my friend list that I know may like this, because they take into the same interest of what I like too, So I know they're gonna like this. So that right there, that's 4 or 5 other people that's gonna be visible, going to have an eye on your brand or your services, whatever you're doing, right? So now they're going to come to your site. So strong ads definitely going to help give that visibility that you need for your brand, for you as a business owner, as an entrepreneur. And trust me, you got to continue to do these things. If you put the everything in place for you to be able to become successful as an entrepreneur, you're not going to lose. Only time you lose is if you don't do the things that are necessary for you to become a successful entrepreneur, right? And that's you being consistent, being disciplined, and continue to do what it takes to become an entrepreneur. And these right here, you can also add more to this list. This is just 5 things of my suggestion that may help you help you gain that visibility on your brand, on your business, and what have you, right? So number 1 I said was create a strong, authentic online presence. Number 2, offer valuable content. Number 3, I said network. Number 4 is building a strong community, which is very important. And number 5 is creating strong ads. It's very important to do that. So those 5 things is what I suggest is something that you can do that may help you. Like I said, that's for if you already new entrepreneur, you already got started, but now you're trying to figure out how can I become visible to the people I'm trying to target it. Or if you haven't started as an entrepreneur because you putting together what you want to do as an entrepreneur, you trying to get things put in place, and you creating your blueprint now for your business, what have you. These are some things that you can take in consideration that can possibly help you gain that visibility real quick, sooner than later, and what have you. Because at the end of the day, it's up to you. Your visibility on your brand and your business is up to you. Nobody else. You are responsible for that, guys. Very responsible. But other than that, guys, before I leave, like I said, man, make sure you subscribe. Subscribe to the Invest Brand Pod Show. We here every Monday, unless. But like I said, it's officially season 3, episode number 50, and what have you. So this season 3, man, we're gonna continue to go strong and what have you. So make sure you like. Definitely. So we algorithm know this is a real pod show. And also, man, make sure you hit that notification bell. And once again, make your way over to investbrand.com, and grab your Investor of Self shirt, because today is the day, man, that you have to stop procrastinating and make that commitment to investing in your personal growth, your development, and your well-being. Today is the day. Today is the day, guys, man. Go over to investbrand.com right now. Today is the day that you become an investor of yourself. But other than that, man, guys, make sure you tap back into Invest Brand Pod Show every Monday. Thank y'all for tapping in today. Yup.